One of our top stories, the one that I have personally been so fixated on, is what is happening in Iran. And I started to receive information about what was happening in Iran by watching our reporter Michelle Ross's Instagram stories. A couple of weeks ago, Michelle started posting about some of the details coming out of Iran about the unrest that was happening there. And I thought, I'm not hearing this anyplace else.
Right.
And now it's everywhere.
Right.
This is such a personal story to you. You are
Right.
Iranian American. Your parents are Iranian immigrants.
Yes.
Tell everybody a little bit, first of all, about your mom and dad. I mean, Baba's viral.
Yeah.
but tell them a little bit about your mom and dad and why this story means personally so much to you.
Absolutely. So I'm sure some people here watching, maybe you've seen my dad come up on your Instagram pages, but so they were born in Iran and then they met here. So they didn't actually live together in Iran, but this story is so personal to me is because my mom hasn't been back since she came here when she was 14 years old, and it's been over 50 years. And my dad went back actually when I was just a few months old. So the Iran that they left, hopefully, if they ever go back, will not be the same Iran that they go back to. And it's just the stories that I hear from them. And my dad sits in the living room on YouTube and he watches videos on YouTube and he says, I can't wait to breathe the air again. I can't wait to eat this food again. And just like the bazaars, he's like, I can't wait to take you through all the different markets. And that's how this story started with the markets. The shopkeepers, the rial, their currency collapsed. It was 150 million rial to $1 to US dollar. So they started protesting. They shut down their shops. They said, how can we operate when our currency is this low? And from there, it transitioned into anti-regime protests. And now here we are. It's the whole country protesting. And now they shut down the internet.
You were saying on Instagram over the weekend that your mom left at a time where her father
Yes.
realized that something was going to happen in Iran
Yes.
under the rule of Khomeini. So explain a little bit about the stories that she has told you and what she found when she got here to America.
You know, I wish I could talk to my grandfather about this, but he passed away before I was born, so I could talk to him more about it. And he was actually, this is crazy, he was born in 1898. So that's how the age difference between him and my grandmother is like 30 to 40 years. So that's how long ago. Yeah. So so when they left, it was still under the Shah, actually. It was in 1972. And 1979 is when the revolution happened. So I don't know what pattern he saw or something he read or whatever it may have been. And my mom was only 14 at the time, so it wasn't really something that she was talking to him about. But I'm glad you brought this up because I need to talk to my uncles, her older brothers. So I want to talk to them. And it's something that I've been wanting to do for a long time. Sit down. She's one of 8 children. So I've wanted to sit down every single one of them and just record. As a journalist, you know, I want to set up a camera and just ask them, tell me about your life in Iran. And like have every single one of them tell me their different stories. And it'll be funny because then they'll also say the same story but differently.
Yeah, but if at 14, I mean, I'm thinking about what I was like at 14.
Yeah.
You have very distinct memories at 14.
Yeah, you do.
You know, it's not as if she's a child.
Right.
So she has to remember what life was like there and maybe the uncertainty of what was going on there before she got to the States.
Yeah, she has fond memories of living there. With her neighbors and everyone being out in the street and being all together. But I think still being so young, she didn't really have those tough conversations with her parents about what was going to happen or the future of Iran, because she didn't read the writing on the wall. She's still a teenager, but her memories are fond memories of Iran and being able to, you know, have dinner every single night, family of 10, sitting at the table, being together with family, and then traveling here. It was just, you know, out of the ordinary and coming here out of nowhere.
Yeah, and her story, like your dad's, is a story of so many immigrants, which is they hold their native country, their home country in their heart, hoping one day that they can go back to it. And I was getting so emotional while I was watching your Instagram story because you were saying how you believe that you are going to go back there and you are going to bring them back.
Right. And that's my goal, to, you know, put them back on a plane to bring them there. And now I can hopefully bring my 2 sons there now too.
And to think that you could potentially go back to an Iran that is free, where women have full rights, where everybody has full rights, where they're not executing journalists in the streets.
Right.
And where people have a real shot at actually making a life. Filled with not economic uncertainty, but rather economic stability.
Absolutely. And that video I posted that you talked about, it just sparked hundreds of DMs in my Instagram. And it's everyone saying, thank you for giving me this voice. Thank you for giving us this voice of Iran and having us possibly go back and to live freely, just as you mentioned.
So when you're watching the videos that are coming in all throughout the different networks, so much of it happening online because there's an internet blackout, but we are getting those videos.
Yeah.
And it's just so powerful. So when I'm seeing it, I'm thinking, thinking, my God, the resiliency of these people to march in the streets knowing full well that if they're caught, they will be executed. What are you seeing as an Iranian American? Is it the same, or is there sort of an extra layer there for you?
No, it's the same. I mean, there always is an extra layer being, have my parents being there, but I'm thinking the same thing that everyone else is, that, I hope that they can go home safely at the end of the night. I hope that this is finally the end, because we keep getting closer and closer, but then the goalposts keeps moving further and further. When Mahsa Amini was executed in 2022, we thought, oh my God, is this it? Is this it? And the motto then was Zan Zendagi Azadi, which means woman, life, freedom. So that's become the motto. So I saw something online, someone said, so we had the women movement a few years ago, now we're at life, because now we're saying the men out in the streets with the women and the students. So the next step after this will be freedom, hopefully. So
I got chills.
we'll see. Thank you.
And also just one more thing that I want to mention, because this is something that you showed me and you taught me.
Yeah.
I was wondering why I was seeing a difference between the Iranian flag and the one with the lion.
Yeah.
And I kept thinking, like, what is going on here? What is going on here? And it was Michelle who educated me. So tell everybody, they're going to probably see, if they haven't already in a lot of their video, that the flag that is flying is not, in some cases, is not necessarily the one that is the official flag of the country.
Yes, you may see the official flag on news networks, because that's technically the official flag of the country right now, put in place by the Islamic Republic of the current government. And it's just a symbol in the middle, but the flag before 1979, before the regime took over, it's a lion and a sun in the middle, and that predates the Shah. So I don't want people to think like, oh, we want the monarchy back. It was even before the Shah came into power. So it's just a point of nostalgia for everyone. Ancient Iran, how it used to be, and the parade down on Fifth Avenue that happens during the spring. That's the flag that everyone flies down, not the one that has an emoji, unfortunately, in the Apple system.
Do you? Yeah, that changed it.
Yeah.
Do you envision an Iran where they have democratic elections, and this is, that it's a fully free democratic state?
Yes, I think that's exactly what the people want. Right now, they are chanting the Shah's name, his son Reza Shah Pahlavi, the crown prince. But I think that they're just calling for his name because they need someone familiar right now to help in the transition. And there are many people working inside Iran for decades now, organizing these protests. We don't know them for sure who they are, because they'll get executed if the regime finds out who. And I'm sure I hope that they will also help in the transition. But I think right now, a powerful image, a powerful person that can help with that is the Shah. So once he helps, he has said in the past, I'll let the people decide what they want. If they want me back in power, if they want a democratic election. But I think that they want democracy, that they want democratic elections, that they can vote who they want in power.
I look forward to the day where you are on that plane with
you.
your parents and you get to file a report from there.
I hope so.
It would be incredible. Michelle Ross.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Thanks.